Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm Tahir Dhindsa and you're watching SDTV. Gwadar is a port, what I would call it as a virgin port, not used much except for the local fishermen. Now it has come to the prominence because it connects the east, north and east corridor of the BRI. That is the only corridor which is north-south. All other corridors are east-west. What is its importance? It will bring trade from China to Pakistan and to the rest of the world. If the phase 2 succeeds in Pakistan, they can relocate industry and manufacturing to Pakistan. From there, it can be exported as made in Pakistan under the brand name of Pakistan. And on the reverse side, it is the energy corridor. They can import energy, which is fossil fuel, and China need it for quite some time at least, not for the transport because they are going on renewable and electric cars, but for the industry. So obviously it has a global potential and a local potential. Today we are going to talk about the local potential of the Gwadar with the experts. We have today with us Commodore Naghman Chaudhry, who had a foot on ground. He had been commander during his active service with Navy. And we have Miss Scarlett Xiang, who is the head of China Center with NUST, the most prominent, one of the important universities in Pakistan. I welcome you both. Miss Scarlett, I would like to start from you. The first phase has been completed. It's the metal road. Energy is good. What is next now?
First of
Especially if you talk about Gwadar also.
first of all, why we build Gwadar? Our target is so clear. People is oriented. We need to serve people, no matter Chinese or Pakistani. So based on this, we have target 1, 2, and 3. So target 1, we finished the tools. Now we have weapons and arms to fight this economy war. Second one is we need to make the mold for the economy. In the beginning, we get money to do the infrastructure. By the second phase, our target is to use the infrastructure which we already have and to start our new jargon. The jargon is really important. FOB and CIF, we are already tired of that. We need to start a new jargon for Gwadar port to do exporting and importing for people.
Right. So you wanted to become the trading hub.
Trading is must, but to entitle it as a trading port is not the thing.
Right. Commodore, sir, just tell me one thing. Is this has to do with something with the superpower competition that the project has slowed down?
A very important question, but I'll not be able to answer your question fully. It becomes a politicized issue.
No.
But
Please go ahead.
but no, but just a bottom line is that obviously there has been superpowers interest. The West and the United States. We have seen the Indo-Pacific tug of war struggle, the economic struggle between ongoing economic struggle between China and United States. The aim of West presently is to contain China, and CPEC is one of the most it's kind of a symbolic uh, pilot project. And all along, we have been bandwagoning with the United States and the West. We have been Cito Santo partner, but at the same time, we have been trying to act as a bridge between the West and East, the China. So, folks, striking back to your answer, yes, there has been a problem, and you have seen the security situation over there. Whenever the Chinese engineers or the technical workers, like I witnessed it over there myself, I interrogated the people who were actually part and parcel of creating these terror activities. So the feedback from them we got was that obviously they are not letting it take off because of because of the reason that they want to contain China.
One question specifically I want to ask you before we move on. I've seen this project as a journalist from the very inception. Uh, during General Musharraf, they started as a Gwadar port.
Yes.
But the superpower realized that it would not be a port, there would be a road, and it would be a CPEC and the beer. They did an exercise in the Arabian Sea. And General Musharraf, late General Musharraf, consulted Chinese what to do now. And I was not there, but I'm told that they tell him that go back and do what the American wants, because we also do what they want. And in 2014, we will resume it, when we'll become the middle income and we start flexing our military muscle. He came back and gave the Gwadar port to the Singtel, to American company, for 6% or so profit. And then in 13 and 14, the Chinese president, Mr. Xi, came and the port is to end, they start its journey again. Do you think that the current malaise of the CPEC is temporary, because the Pakistan has come under pressure from the West, and at some day it will resume again? Do you think?
Uh, it's a very, again, the question is something which I'll not be able to appropriately answer your question.
Though you know the answer.
I might know the answer, but the problem nowadays is that I'll just try to hit the key over here. The West wants to project the India, and it has already, in fact, brought it to the fore as a network-centric power center to wrestle against China. Here I would say, like, we have been also getting the information that if we really want to take off in an economic sense, I think we have to, resolve our disputes with India and facilitate Indian trade through Gwadar to the Central Asian republics, Iran and Afghanistan. India did try to have it commercial access through this Chabahar port. Despite spending $700 to $800 million in first phase, it could not take off. The project, faltered. So what information, or what the kind of we have been getting some kind of echoes and reverberations, and probably looks like this government, new government, probably will try to look into the reasons that how Pakistan can economically take off, how people of Gwadar and this area, which is the commercial hub, which can be the commercial hub, which is nowadays right at the crossroads, this Gwadar area, deep sea water port. We are watching whatever is happening in Persian Gulf, in Red Sea. The port is likely anytime this Strait of Hormuz can be closed. So they have demonstrated all these capabilities. So the United States, as well as these Chinese and the Russians and the others who have been actually
Wrestling with each other.
wrestling also, and they have been drawing actually energy from this Chinese energy
Obviously.
imports from Iran, from Saudi Arabia, and from it's more than 60 to 70%.
From Russia.
So they must realize, the Chinese, that how can they get benefited out of all this. Once the West is all set.
Last question quickly, then we'll go to.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible to negotiate a middle course by the government that is likely to come between China and the US? So yes, at least the minimum trade and other development of Gwadar could continue for the time being.
I would say it's not only the United States and the China. You have to now. A time has come. You have to involve the Indians also in it, because now what I see is that the Americans, they have started speaking the language of the Indians. And now, just to give you an example, that CTF, our Task Force 150, Pakistan used to command that has also been, India has also, filled that vacuum. And it is actively participating in anti-piracy operations and the other things. I think, to be being futuristic, we have to see the things economically and in global perspective, and try to resolve our all outstanding issues.
Right. So, Ms. Carler, what do you think? What is the position on ground? In the meantime, China can still engage and come with investment, whatever way, despite given this complex and global perspective where Pakistan want to do so much, but it's very difficult to move ahead quickly. But obviously, the things will be moving. What do you think the China should do, and what the China is looking forward from that lens and coming in?
Well, first of all, life will find a way out by themselves. And if this sentence used for Chinese businessmen, it cannot be more proper. Chinese businessmen always can find a way out.
Right.
So we do not need to worry about how Chinese people will invest and how to get the outcome. The only thing is we give them an environment that they can come. Then surviving is not the issue. Like I give one example. To Pakistan, we have Gwadar, beautiful antique, those pieces of Buddha.
Yeah.
Selling them is illegal. But as long as Chinese businessman is over here, they can use the 3D machine to make intellectual patent with it. Legally, they change it into non-fungible token, which is legal in China. Then they just sell a part, small part of the intellectual patent, which will not hurt the Buddha, but give extra money for the Buddha maintenance. Meanwhile, Chinese people got an intellectual patent. So without touching the Buddha, Chinese people already earning and selling. Gwadar, same story. China never want to interfere, never will not, would not, couldn't interfere any country's domestic problem. This is written in our constitution. What do we do? Let me give you one story, then we can understand the whole situation, no matter which country, which opinion they are holding. Once upon a time, when China was first established as a nation, one general found out, across the mountain, there is a tribe. They speak different language, dress differently. Then, instead of invading them, Chinese general never thinking that way. The general put some orange over there. Oh, they have pears. But they don't have orange. So push our orange over there. So the people eat the orange, peel it. Oh, this one need peel. Pears no need peel. Eat. Nice. Second day, third day. Then 1 week later, Chinese general asked them, you like it? You see, in the mountain, there's a kind of stone. You use the stone, I give you the orange. That is silver. And we exchange their pears with our orange, and then we exchange our orange with their mine. So finally, we become one country. I just want to tell Chinese story. Invading is not China target. Dominating is not China target. So simply give Chinese businessmen a society. Let them come and benefit the local. Even only Chinese people come and stay. Catering, dormitory, it will become a tourism city. So the answer to the question is not in Gwadar, not in this problem, but out of this problem, but can solve this issue.
Right. So just last thing, I heard that you're coming with some 560 million investment or something. Or
It's not my money.
Chinese.
It's, Chinese several factories together, they want to invest a certain part of money to do some solar panel.
Right, in Pakistan.
Yes.
They have already given proposal to Pakistan and the China. I mean, it is in some advanced stage.
For this question, because it's related with my office, so I refuse to answer
All right.
due to the confidential.
Confidentiality.
So, right. Thank you very much
Bahut shukriya.
for sparing time and participating in a very frank discussion, which I thought it should be frank. Naghman sahab,
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Pleasure is all ours.
It's our
So
honor.
with this, we come to the end of the program. Next time, next topic. So see you there. Goodbye for now.